I'm waiting for you to say and.
Okay,
That's in the first video. You're probably gonna be like, see a little bit of a
pause
because I'm just like, okay, go.
Hey guys, it's MistyEyez and alright, so we have an Ask Misty. Dear Misty, my boyfriend and I have been together for nearly a year.
Ooh.
But recently, congratulations. But recently I have started to see a side of him that I do not like. I find him to be overly judgmental. He frequently judges and makes fun of people for the way they look, etc. He says it's just a joke, but I think it's very mean. What should I do?
Well, they do say that people's true intentions come out after a certain amount of time dating them.
Sure.
Nobody can hold a lie or hold onto some sort of fake persona for more than, I believe it's 3 months. They say after 3 months, you'll start to see the true person, their true colors. It's rough. I don't think I could date someone that could be that judgmental. It's sad, honestly, that someone could judge others and, you know, be so funny, because there's a lot of people that are insecure out there that struggle with their image, and now you have, like, you know, a random person just, you know, going around about their day and they're making fun of you or have comments about how you look or what you're wearing or who you're with, or like maybe your makeup he wants to make a comment about. I don't think it's a nice thing. But do you really love the person? Because it's hard to, you know, distinguish, well, I love him this much, but is it enough for me to stay with him even though he's a mean person? He's a bully.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Kylie. My mind went in a couple directions, but one of the directions I initially went to was 100% insecurity. A lot of people make fun of others when they're feeling most insecure. I've used the analogy many times that when I was very little, my mother was very obese. And she often said, oh my God, if I ever get that fat, you need to kill me. And I often looked at her and thought, Mom, you are that fat. And she would make fun of people all through my life for being heavy. And I remember as a small child, I would think making fun of other people for being fat doesn't automatically make you skinny. So when people are very insecure is when they do become the most judgmental and critical of other people. And what we need to realize as humans is pointing out other people's flaws. And Christians do this a lot too. I just did a big Christian video. I don't know when it's going to air. But growing up in the church is something I did. And a lot of times Christians will point out other people's flaws and they forget about the plank in their own eye, and they're worried about the speck of dust and like, oh, well, you're going to hell. You're a hateful sinner, and you're whatever, and you're this and that, and adulterous or whatever. But they have their own sins, and none of us are sin-free, first of all. But we often distract our audiences and the people around us from looking at what we are most afraid they're going to see. Don't look at my fatness, look at her fatness and his fatness, and look at him, he's a sinner, or whatever. And that's a distraction technique. And I think that might be part of it. But the last thing I'm going to say, or the second direction that my mind went to, was you're not married. Like Kylie said, when somebody shows you their true colors the first time, believe them. That's not what she said, but that's what I'm saying. When someone shows you their true colors the first time, believe them. But like Kylie said, you can be a fictitious version of yourself for a couple months. You could be a fictitious version of yourself online or a long distance relationship. But when you're together with somebody all the time, it's hard to constantly be fronting. And you're going to be letting your true, maybe not so pretty colors shine through. And the good news is you're not married. It's only been a year. And if you're starting to see the real, true person come out, maybe it is time to bless it and release it. I'm not saying it is because I don't know how extensive it is. If it's just minuscule and you're making a mountain, I don't know if it's minuscule and you're making a mountain out of a molehill, or if it really is a mountain and it's time for you to run.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
No, I think I said everything I needed to.
Yeah. So I'm sorry that this is something that you have found to be unattractive, that you've noticed in your partner, but it's not too late. And you can either talk about it, get some help, and let them know this is something that really bothers you. I have learned the hard way that if you don't speak up, it's not going to change.
That is true.
You have to tell them, gosh, dang it, that really bothers me you do this. And I think it's disgusting and repulsive, and I especially don't do it in public. I will be mortified if you if you judge someone or make fun of or criticize somebody in public and other people hear it. I will not tolerate it. I will leave. I will whatever. Start setting boundaries and see if his attitudes curtail and if he changes a little or not. And that will answer your question of what you need to do. Yeah? Loving you is easy.